Today is going to be a pretty quick tutorial. I'm going to show you how to find and install fonts for your programs, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. Uh, it also works for PowerPoint and Word and all the other programs that you would be typing, word processing and all that good stuff too. So basically, the first thing we have to do is find a font. There are plenty of websites out there to peruse, to purchase or find fonts. And there's also like software you can go to plenty of stores, and there are font disks available. But the quickest and simplest way that I've found is using sites like dafont.com, which is what I'm on right now. It's DAFONT.com. And there's also Font Squirrel, and like I said, a host of others. One big thing to pay attention to, though, in searching for fonts, is to pay attention to the licenses for these specific fonts. Uh, I know it can be tempting to just take something and use it, but we're in the business of doing things the right way. So in order to stay on that path, on dafont.com, and like I said, I think Font Squirrel and a few of those other websites, they use the same engine to handle their searching and all that good stuff. So if you hit this more options spot right here that's next to your parameters for your searching, you've got a public domain and 100% free checkmark box that you can hit that will ensure that all of the fonts that are pulled up for you to search are all completely free, license free for you to use. One of the things to pay attention to is if you see free for personal use, that's cool if you're using it for only things that you're going to be working with, maybe around the house or whatever the case is. There's no money that'll be exchanging hands at any point for what it is that you've done this for. So making a t-shirt just to wear out, fine. Making a t-shirt that has some type of advertising or something on it, maybe you want to sell it or you're trying to sell a service or whatever the case is, that I would kind of stay away from. Like I said, we're in the business of trying to do things the right way. We're artists here, and you wouldn't want somebody stealing your work and passing it off as their own. So I wouldn't do the same thing to anybody else. All right. So anyway, now that we've got that out the way, we'll find a font. I've already downloaded a few, but basically what you do is you hit this download button and it downloads the folder or the file to your computer. Pay attention to the fonts that you search. Make sure that they are going to work on your computer. Some of them are Mac or PC specific. If they are, then there'll either be multiple buttons or there'll be something here that's labeling it as so. And like I said, you just hit the button, and then once you've got it downloaded, you go in your downloads folder. This font actually comes with a preview of what it looks like in a total document. Here's the entire family, all the fonts. And so what you do is you double click the font file. It's TTF, OTF, one of those. And it opens in FontBook, this app right here. Basically what this is a container for all of the fonts that are on your Mac computer. And instead of having to like go through your menu in Photoshop or Word or whatever the case is and check each one of those out, you can simply go in FontBook and either search for the specific name, or you can just scroll through and look and see what they look like. So you can make your choice a whole lot faster and a whole lot more accurately. All right, so with your fonts, if they are an actual family, bold, italics, condensed, so on and so forth, all those different styles, they'll show up here. And it'll install all of them at the same time. In this case, this is the only style in this family. So all we're going to do is hit install font. If you notice here, it says not installed. So you can always tell whether you've put a font in your computer already just by checking there. So you hit install font, and it has loaded that font in your font book, which makes it now available in Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, all of those programs that you would be using. One last thing of note before I get out of here is when you're trying to install fonts, make sure that your other software is closed, specifically Photoshop. I've run into issues in multiple versions of Photoshop at multiple different times in trying to install a font while the software was open. It wouldn't show up. Now, the font would install, but I wouldn't be able to choose it until I restarted Photoshop. And when Photoshop boots, you know that there's like the little running ticker that's going across the screen that's telling you what it's doing while it's starting up. Well, one of those things is loading fonts. So, like I said, make sure that your software is closed, install the font, then open it, and have fun. Thanks, guys.